Hey, welcome back to MCLC Noxie, the master of mediocre gameplay. We've got these wars that don't count except for war rating, which kind of feels like they count, right? War rating matters. And so I'm just going to show you some fun fights. So here we've got my rank 4 Apoc going up against Jabari Panther. This is on a masochism node. It's the second node along path 1. And Apoc is pretty much just the monster and answer for this particular node and this particular placement of Jabari Panther. He is going to absolutely ragdoll her. So she's going to cleanse every once in a while, which is annoying because Apoc don't do that. Like, you're not supposed to be able to cleanse Apoc. And that's my one mistake right there. It doesn't do any damage. Might probably heal back up from it from the debuff. But I just mistimed my step back there. I think that's my one mistake of this particular fight. I do not like fighting Jabari unless I have Apoc. Then it's no sweat at all. So here I time it right this time. So and then punish the SP1, which is how you're supposed to do it. Not like that. Not like that first time. Just forget that ever happened. And down she goes. I keep wanting a chance to bring Cable and Strife to war for my Apoc, because those guys just synergize each other up like insane. But in Path 1, you really need someone who can deal with some healing every once in a while, and so Warlock kind of needs to be on the roster. And for this particular war, I needed my Nebula as well. So this is a rough war for me. Had some lame fights and lackadaisical kind of fights where I died just stupidly, but I'm not showing you those. But know that they happened. They existed. You know, we're going completely, entirely unboosted. So here we're going in with an Apoc at 40% against this Punisher 29.9. You might go, that doesn't seem like a great fight for old Apoc, but he's got the defensive counter where if he has 3 debuffs on the defender, they can't heal, which is good because this is a big healing node. You'll see that a few times those debuffs fall off and Punisher starts healing like a madman. And so I don't do a great job in the first half of the fight of remembering to parry heavy to keep those debuffs up. And he starts just healing back up, as you'll see a few times. So there he is, healing for 136 a tick, so quite a bit. But then the node kind of kicks in every once in a while. But now I've got healing turned off because I have 2 bleeds for my heavy and then 1 weakness. So that's 3 debuffs, so he cannot heal at all. So all the damage I'm doing here is going to last. Except those bleeds just fell off, so now I only have 2, so he's healing again. So you wouldn't think Apoc would be necessarily good for this fight, but he's actually just so good in general. So I was only able to get him up to 3 genetic codes, so I can't punish his block and stun him. So I've got the healing block back on, but it's about to fall off right now, so he's healing again. So now I'm like, man, if I'm going to survive this fight, look, see that heal burst he's got, he's just bursting back up. I'm like, man, if I'm going to win this fight, I'm going to have to do a much better job of keeping my debuffs on him. So you're going to start seeing a little more focus on the heavy and applying those debuffs. And, you know, Apoc is just such a big, beefy boy. I'm pretty sure that this SP2 takes him out. So I've taken no hits. All that damage is just from taking damage into the block, which is what, you know, Punisher 29 is for. Like, if you're placing him, you realize that you're placing him to just beat down into the opponent's block. Because I'm sure some people have figured out how to evade his SP1, SP2. Those people are not this guy. I have to take him in the block. So here we've got a Nebula at 40% on Safeguard. And I'm going into it, I asked my team, I was like, hey, should I just take this? I got Nebula at 40%. That's normally enough to take down a Nimrod, but it may not be, you know, on this particular mini-boss. And so they said, yeah, just go ahead and take it out. So I get to 5 charges, so all his ability accuracy is shut off now. I'm trying to get up to 20 charges. So in a normal circumstance, right, I would be boosted up enough to where 1 SP2 will probably take him out even on this placement on Mini Boss Island. but I'm thinking it probably will not be enough here, so I'm trying to push him to the SP2 because I don't want to take the SP1 because I have to take it into the block. So I can easily evade, just like you. I can easily evade his SP2, but I do not know how to evade that SP1. So the SP2 is the goal here. Obviously, if it touches you, you're in a lot of trouble, even though Nebula is shocking me, and so it helps, but you just don't want to get hit by it. It's easy to evade. The only thing that makes it difficult is that it's slow, right? So it's just, you got 1, 2, dot 3, right? And so there's SP2. I'm going to double those charges. Boom. I'm doing a lot of damage. Gets him down to in the 20s there. But he is punishing my block. And I'm just going like, oh gosh, man, this is not good. If he goes to this SP1 right now, I'm probably dead. And he's just wailing into my block. I kept expecting him to throw a heavy, and he was just like, you want me to throw a heavy? I'm not going to. So now I've got him to SP2. I need him to throw that, or I'm just going to be in trouble here because I can't take any more hits into the block. So I need him to throw this. Intercept him there. Good. That's the motivation he needed to throw this SP2. Now I've got 20 amp charges, so boom, 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 boom. And I'm thinking this will probably take him out, so I just kind of hold back, pray he doesn't throw this SP1 as I hold block, and there goes that. And we won another war, so up goes the war rating. Guys, come back soon when wars actually count. Y'all have a good one. Bye.